Panther Nation podcast. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, cut it. Cut right. And I would like to introduce one of the hottest podcasts in Carolina history. Let's go. Yeah. Talk, let's chat. We got time to chop it up. Talking analytics and fantasy draft. You know what's up. Panther Nation representing, cause this is where we talk that. Talk that's so incredible, make them rewind that talk back. Pause. Talking Panthers football, we discussing it all. On and off the field, you know exactly who to call. You know we the number one podcast. Competition is non-existent, you need to stop that. Pause. It's an honor to be a Panther fan, pause. At Bank of America, that is where we ball. Coming to the jungle, then you gonna feel the pause. Winning the trophy for the city, it is the call. Black, white, and blue, we going Carolina strong. And this is the conversation where everyone belongs. Discussing all the numbers and topics, you know we got it. We the hottest podcast, and we poppin', let's go.
QueenCityPodcastNetwork.com.
Yo, what's cracking, Panther Nation? It's your boy Rashad and Dave. What's good with you, man? What's popping, Dave? What's good, G-Ho?
It is G-Ho week. I am flying out tomorrow. I cannot wait. I logged off. I put my out of office reply. The only sentence I missed was, I ain't gonna have no access to no phones this week. But other than that, we ready to rock, man. I'm leaving tomorrow night. Can't wait.
Yeah, we ready. We ready to rock and roll, Dave. We ready to rock and roll, man. Good times. Dave, what a game. Man, what an experience I had. It was great. I mean, I got.
I saw you, man. I watched. Contrary to what you guys think, I actually did watch the game on Sunday.
Yeah. It was dope, man. And shout out to the super chats coming in already. They said, I guess the Canalo meter got to wait another week. Yes, we're gonna hold off on the Canalo meter. Number one, I didn't have it ready. I completely forgot. So that's number one. But number two, we got the dub. Yeah, we got the dub.
Yeah,
so
we won. Like we're not gonna put the man on the hot seat after a win. Like we're not gonna do that.
We're not gonna.
Truth be told, man, he lost to a Jags team that's 4-1.
Yeah, and the Patriots team
that is 3-2.
Yeah,
Jags beat the Chiefs last night, and the Patriots beat the Bills on Sunday. So them losses ain't looking as bad as they did.
The losses don't look that bad. I agree, Dave. The
Cardinals one is kind of bad, but it's still it was a close one. So I'm like
on the road too.
On the road, I'll let that one go.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we got the same record as the Chiefs, guys.
Yeah, and we got a better record than the Ravens. Salute.
Do have a better record than the Ravens. This might be the only time in my life as well.
Hey, listen, take Lamar, the W. We're gonna take the W.
Lamar gonna be off for a little bit. So it might be a while.
The context don't matter. The context don't matter. We're just gonna take the W. We're just gonna take the W as it is. You know what I mean? So the context is irrelevant at this point. Panthers up. We rolling. All right. Dave, bro, weekend was good, right? Everything good.
My daughter was here this weekend. She just matter of fact, he shoot her a text.
So she didn't forget about you.
Well, look, man, I didn't forget about her. I let her in my house. I mean, it's about different perspectives when you think about it.
True. Good point.
But she was here this weekend. She came. I picked up from the train station. And then I got her Uber back to the train station because my car was in the shop today. I had to go buy a brand new set of tires. Which, tires are ridiculous.
Should hit me up, man.
Bruh, listen, I should have. You're
right. A slight discount. I could have got you a slight discount.
Next time, I'll see you at about 65,000 miles.
Yes.
But now overall, the weekend was good. You know, me and my daughter went out to dinner with my son, and we chilled out for a little bit. She caught me up on how things are going in college. She's out here. She's doing her thing, man. So shout out to her. She out here killing it over there, over at Hofstra. So shout out to her. She's doing her thing. Her major is accounting. And she didn't want to be an engineer like her pops, which, I get it. Count is a bank, so she'll be all right.
Good. Get that money. All right, Dave, weekend was great. I got to talk about the game experience because I got to participate along with my bros. Shout out to all the brothers in North Carolina. Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated was the group of the game. It was an event that we hosted. You know, we got about 50 plus bros to go to the game as a group, and it was dope. And we got to partake in the flag experience. So we got to hold the flag, the Panthers flag, you know, during the whole pregame announcements and all that. But we happened to pick one of the best games to do it, Dave. You want to know why that is, Dave?
Why?
Bro, they had like this legends like meeting. Bro, every player you could think of that was in the area was at that game.
Oh,
Every one of them, bro. Anybody you could think of was at that game. And I got a couple pictures this year. I couldn't take too many because I didn't want to get, you know what I mean? I didn't want them to kick me
you
out.
just not blown. Yeah.
I ain't want to do too much, but I did get a couple, and it was pretty dope. That's the first time I've ever been on the field like that on a game day experience, and it was pretty cool, man. So salute to Annabelle. She was the young lady that helped facilitate this. She was awesome. She was awesome, bro. But let me go ahead and get into it. Before we get into that, Game Changer LA, get you a shirt. Use the code PNP10 when you do. Get 10% off your order, all that good stuff. Now's the time to load up on your Jalen Coker shirt, Dave. And I got you, by the way. I got your shirt. I'm going to bring it to you at G-Ho.
Yeah, bring it to me at G4. I'll have enough space. I haven't packed yet. I'll pack in the morning. I got appointments tomorrow morning, but I'll pack in the morning if I go.
I'm gonna meet you at the pop-up shop, right? I'm assuming you go into the pop-up shop.
If I go, I'm only be for like 10 minutes because I got the event, bruh. Fridays.
Pop-up shop.
Oh, the pop-up shop? I'm not going to the pop-up shop. I'm gonna go to your joint.
Shop. Yeah, the party. Yeah, I'm talking about the pop-up shop for the gear, the Nelia, the A&T paraphernalia. They got a pop-up shop.
Oh no.
We'll talk offline. We'll talk offline about that. But yeah, get you a Jalen Coker Game Changer shirt. Now is the time to load up. We're gonna talk about Jalen Coker a little bit later. He's going to make his debut, we hope, this week. Maybe not. Maybe it's the next week. But his 21-day window has been activated, so he should be back. But let me go ahead and share some of these photos. So first of all, shout out to Chris from Charlotte Vibe. I was doing a pregame show with him out in front of the stadium, and look who pulls up. Brenton Buckner. There you go, Dave. Buckner, yes. Brenton Buckner. My bad. Yeah. He pulled up. He knew Chris, and so he pulled up, and I said, "Oh shoot!" He looked, bro. He's a massive individual. Pause. And he lost weight. Obviously, he's getting older. But super cool dude, man. He was super cool. Definitely gonna try to get him on the show at some point. But he pulled up on your boy. That was dope. And then Dave, when we were in the tunnel, this is bro. It was a line of guys, bro. I'm talking. That's Al Wallace right there in the suit. And the sitting down, Dave. That's Stephen Davis.
I know,
bro. They were all, bro. I'm talking about anybody, Dave. Anybody you could think of that's in the vicinity was at that game. It was probably at least 50 or so legends, bro. Luke was there, and I walked right past Pep. Pep was walking in. I said, "What?" I got it on video too, because I had my glasses, my Ray-Bans on, and I clicked the video. I was walking out the tunnel. Pep was walking in. And I said, "What's up, Pep?" He said, "Yo, what's good?" I said, "Oh shit." I was like, "Yo, that's Pep." Like, yo, massive individual, huge. Pause. Big guy, massive, tall, bro, big guy. But yeah, so here's some other pictures of while I was on the field. It's a keep pounding drum. This is me on the field holding the flag. Super dope experience. Shout out to my boy Marquise, who was there with me. He's one of the bros. And this is Jalen Waddle walking right past us as they came out the tunnel. And bro, I know Waller was cooking in the first half. Bro, Darren Waller is
a big dude.
Huge.
Yeah.
Bro, these dudes, pause if applicable from here on out. These guys are tall. The TV don't do it no justice. It's crazy. These guys are massive individuals, man. It's ridiculous. But we were right behind the Miami bench as we were walking out. Super dope experience. I've never been on the field like that during a game day. After the flag experience, we went up, walked up to our seats. Super dope. I picked the best. It was the best game to do it, literally, because you had all those legends there. everybody was there, bro. Everybody was there. It was dope. It was dope. But anyway, that was the game day experience. It was a great experience day. Before we get into we got a lot of super chats loaded up. I'll
let's
go.
take them real fast.
You want to go? Go ahead. Go ahead. You got
Shout out to Trayvon Lawrence. You can call on Jimmy, Dave. Look, man. We'll get into Jimmy when we get into the game. We'll get into Jimmy when we get into the game. Shout out to A-Cash for super chat. Finally got to see the Jimmy package. Cross that off the bucket list. Yeah, you're right about that, man. Folks wait a long time to get that package going, though. Also, even though we end up winning, I could perfectly picture how heated shot would have been after the Bryce pick, bruh.
I gotta go through my whole emotions, bro. But that was a very emotional game. We went through all the emotions, the highs, the lows. The game was lit, though. It was fun to go to. Another good game at the Bank of America Stadium.
It's good. All right, Trevor Norris. Shout out to the best Panthers podcast around. This offensive is going to be exciting with Coker back. Yeah, man. I can't wait till Coke get back, man. Bryce is the most confusing player ever. Shout out to you, B. Dunn. Them linebackers was looking nice, too. Yeah, we got to talk about that. We definitely got to talk about that. Shout out to you again, B. Dunn. Y'all see Bryce mic'd up, looking like a real leader. I have not seen that yet, sir.
Yeah.
I saw a video of it, but I didn't. I saw there's a clip of it, but I didn't watch it yet. Shout out to you, A-Cash. Sounds like we summoned the power of the legends to pull off the comeback. Bruh. Yeah, there was a lot of old three folks in there.
It was a lot of dudes in there, man.
Drew Freed is not how you start, it's how you finish. But let's start a little cleaner, shall we?
Bro, please. Thank you, Drew. Like it's all about how you finish. But God, dog, bro, we gotta
talk about this. Eric Collins should do all our games. I completely agree.
That's why I put him up here, bro. Salute to Eric, bro. Salute to Eric Collins. If you know, because he calls the Hornets games, and he's had some viral moments calling Hornets games. Imagine that, right? Hornets basketball. He's a lot of the reason why Hornets are going viral because the way he calls the games. And for him to call this NFL game, bro, my man made a punt sound exciting. Like this dude, everything he said,
he might be the second coming of Gus Johnson, bro.
Bro, that's exactly who I compare him to. He is Gus Johnson.
Second coming of bro. He is the second coming. I watched that game. He is the second coming of Gus Johnson. And Gus Johnson is still here doing his thing. He's doing college football and he does he did the World Cup for 5. He's still doing his thing, but he's the second coming of Gus Johnson.
Yeah, Eric Collins did an amazing job. Now I did watch the replay because when I go to the games, I do like to come back and watch the game because it's a different view. Like when you're at the stadium, it's tough. It's tough to see everything. So I always like to rewatch the game. And Eric Collins, man, was doing an amazing job. He made everything. Incomplete passes sounded like the greatest thing of all time, bro. Like he was really, really excited calling the games, and he needs to get a job somewhere. He needs more notoriety. And I know it's because Carolina's we're in a small market. He probably getting overlooked, but bro, he needs to
all I know is this
games, bro.
He can call every single game for us. As a Sunday ticket holder, he can call every single game for us, yo.
Facts.
Like put him there. And speaking of the other guy, that commentator on the right was throwing our name the entire game. Marcel, he was. But dog, just remember, guys, we were one-win team, like coming into this game, right? So, you're gonna get that sometimes. But it did flip. It flipped. It flipped when things started changing and the league started shifting.
Yeah, he was killing that joint though. He was killing, man. And salute to Eric Collins. That's why I wanted to highlight him. Take a moment just to highlight him and how important he made a game between the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. It sounded like the Super Bowl, bro. Like he was killing it, doing a great job. He did a great job, man.
He was ridiculous, yo.
All right, so let's talk about a couple rosters before we get into the game, the ups and downs of the game. I do have a nice little dump of how the game went in my brain. How we've been going over the games the past couple of weeks. I have some notes. We'll go through those. But before we get into that, let's talk about roster moves and injury updates. Signed to the practice squad, we signed Keon Crossan, he went to Western Carolina. He's a local guy. And shout out to Darian Dalecourt, an offensive lineman, guard to be specific, that we signed. And we're released from the practice squad Israel Mukwamu, which sucks because he's a South Carolina guy. And we thought it going to provide a little bit of safety depth. But anyway, he's gone. And Aiden Williams, and disregard that last the last note. I forgot to take that off, so that's my
Yeah.
apologies. But yeah, man, these guys were added. No major moves to the roster, just you know what I mean. Practice squad. There's gonna have to be a corresponding move once Jalen Coker's added back to the roster officially, but that we'll see that. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So those are the roster moves. And speak of the devil, here he is, Jalen Coker, designated to return. His 21 window will be activated tomorrow, which means he can come back between now and 21 days. We hope to get him back against the Dallas Cowboys, which will be awesome. But just don't be alarmed if he does not, right? It's just a 21-day window. Does not mean he's going to be added to the roster just yet. Just pack your patience. But boy, I'm excited to see Jalen Coker back in a Panther uniform. Y'all know this is a cokehead podcast. You know how we roll. All bias.
Mm-hmm.
We have nothing ill to say about Jalen Coker. This podcast shows all bias towards Jalen Coker. We will not tolerate anything negative about Jalen Coker on this pod. So if you know, that's just the line we won't cross. You know what I mean? So shout out to Jalen Coker. Coke boys up, and can't wait to see him back. Dave, any thoughts?
I'm happy to see that Coker's going to potentially come back within the next 3 weeks. Hopefully we see him this Sunday against Dallas. If not, it's fine. That creates opportunities for other people, which is not a bad thing. I want to hit a couple of these super chats so we don't get too far behind.
You got it.
Shout out to Big D, no Kool-Aid sipping. Told y'all XL was going to be all right. Oh, I knew it was going to be fine. I just feel like you got to earn your spot. Like you got to earn your keep. But nah, he did what he had to do on Sunday. And shout out to A-Cash. Croissant, we signed a Patriot to the Packers side.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, we did. We signed a Patriot to the practice squad. All right, but I'm happy to see Coke coming back, man. This is gonna be good. It's gonna make us better. I think Bryce trusts him probably more than any other receiver on the roster, especially now with him gone.
Yeah, I think there's some chemistry there between him and Coker. We saw it last year. I think it's going to be on display once he's fully back and ready to go. Obviously, got to get his win back, got to get back in game shape. But yeah, we ready for Jalen Coker to come back. I think he's going to add an element to this offense, and we can take Hunter Renfrow and make him the fourth, fifth option on the squad after Bryson Tremaine, in my opinion. It should be T-Mac, Coker, XL, and then Jimmy Horn, Tremaine. Like, bro, we got some ballers. We back.
You just skipped Renfrow, huh?
Yeah, he should be at the end. Respectfully, really? We got you. Let the young boys cook. He hasn't done anything out the.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't. Bro. I just want to see if the coaching staff is willing to do something like that, right? I want to wait about my takes about some of the new bloods that have played until we get into that point of the show.
Yep.
I want to save it.
All right. Okay, Dave. Let's talk. I'm gonna go through the game, and you feel free to jump in and give your takes at any time. We're just gonna talk about this. These are the notes I have for the game, just as it occurs. So the turnovers, bro. Dave, I was about ready to crash out, and at the game with the bruh. So like, it was a lot of social, you know what I mean, social activity.
You were watching the game, bro.
I was watching, but like once we got down 17-0, bro, I'm like, bro, I see y'all at the bar, bro. Like I was like, man, bump this. So the strip sack, bro, was awful, right? It wasn't even a strip sack. My man just dropped the football. And that's the type of stuff I'm talking about, Dave. Like, bro, you got to protect the football. I don't care if Bradley Chubb came unblocked. You have to be able to hold on to the football. That's nobody else's fault but Bryce Young's. You have got to protect the football. Miami, let's be clear. Miami is not a good team. Can we agree on that?
No, they're not good at all.
They're not a good team.
I'm shocked that Mike McDaniel has a job, to be honest with you. That's a different discussion. Okay.
I thought the Reaper was going to get him too, Dave. I thought the Reaper was
going. But I guess they'll wait till they have like a mini bye.
Was going to get him, bro. I thought the Reaper was going to get him, but he survived. He survived the Reap. But though you cannot have those types of turnovers, and the interception was a terrible throw. He had XL. If he leads XL to the sideline, bro, he has him open. He was running open. You threw it, but like behind him and high. Like, it's just bad, bro. It's just bad, bro. These are bad turnovers. You know what I mean? It put us in a hole immediately. And I thought the game was over. We was down, got down 10-0, turned into 17-0. And I'm like, this game is a wrap, bro. This game is over. I checked out a little bit, and we started to fight back. But bro, I was ready to come up here and pod on Bryce so bad, bro. I tweeted. I said, yo, he's cooked.
Yeah, I know. I saw. I was
cooked.
So me at the crib, after what I attended in New England, I already made an executive decision that the Panthers have to earn their way back to the full screen of my 55-inch television. So I had the quad box going. I had 3 games going in red zone, but I had the audio on the Panthers game, so I could at least hear the commentating, which was a godsend because Eric Collins was doing what he had to do. So I had the commentating going, so I was looking at the game. I was hearing the audio from the game, and it got to a point once we were down 10-0. I was like, "Yo, this is terrible. This is bad." And then once we were down 17-0, I was ready to put red zone on the big screen, but I didn't. I waited it out because I know we've had these habits. We've had these habits of all of a sudden figuring out and start playing, and that's what they did. But the turnovers cannot happen. And I think the coaching staff knows that. I think Bryce knows that, right? And it was just crazy to see when it happened because I thought we were kind of a little bit past that a little bit, but maybe not. I mean, I think that we have to be more. We got to be more careful with this shit, man. Like because the strip sack,
bro, that's unacceptable, bro.
Unsacked.
The way he just dropped the football, basically, that's completely unacceptable. That's nobody else's fault but Bryce. The interception, he just won it, bro. He just threw it out there and whatever.
Yeah, he didn't. That was the throw was on him. I don't think there was a miscommunication.
Both turnovers are on him, clearly.
Yes.
Both turnovers. I don't want to hear nobody else blaming anybody but Bryce Young. Those turnovers were on him.
Both were definitely on him. There's no question about it. Anybody that argues otherwise is wilding. They were both on him. They were both on him. I'll call a spade when it comes to that. We got a couple more super chats. Let's see. No, we did that one already. 89.6, Nick scored and highest rated rookie league wide. Yep. Crazy number.
We're gonna
talk about that later though. Shout out to ACAS. When Bryce threw that pick, there was a full crash out on the Discord chat. I believe it, bro.
Bruh. Yeah, I was ready to crash out, bro. I was ready to go complete.
But you know what,
the motions of the game, though. It's the motions of the game.
But here's the thing, bro. Like, after what the heck I saw last week, I was past crash out. I was too furious last week.
Bro,
like, can you imagine? Can you imagine when you start considering paying $50 so you can leave the parking lot early?
Yeah,
that was the price to leave the parking lot early, and I sat through all that. Right,
having to pay to leave is crazy. I think the Panthers need to. The Panthers need to implement paying people to making people pay to lead the games. You got to pay to lead a game.
For those who didn't listen last week, so at Gillette in Foxborough, there's this thing called a delayed parking lot. So the parking lot is free to park, but you have to wait 75 minutes after the game is over, and then after that, then you can skedaddle or whatever. So it's free to park. But if you leave, and you get a $50 gift card too, which I still have $12 left on my gift card. So, but if you leave early,
Stephanie's meal, ain't it?
It is, but I only got $12. Well, I'm not going to do with $12. I'm telling you, we're gonna see what we're gonna do. We're gonna be home place. Let's see what we're gonna do.
You get a couple sides in Uptown. You get a size in Uptown for that day.
Yeah, but so if you leave early, you got to pay $50 to leave. So the time, and I think the time was because the game ended so early. I think it was 5:15 was when we could leave or whatever. So you got to wait 75 minutes. No, it was 5:15 because the game ended at 4:00 on the dot. So it's 5:15. So, but if you leave anytime before that, you got to pay $50. And when we were down by a lot against New England, I was strongly considering paying the $50. Like strongly considering. Bless you, man. Strongly considering. So I say all that to say, my crash out happened last week, and I had to sit through all that stuff last week. So there was no crash out that was going to happen today. I just was going with this game, thinking that we had a chance to win this game, and then go and figure out what was going to happen next. Like, I just know that depending on whether or not we won this game or not is what the narrative was going to be about Canales. Like, he had to win this game. Like, I think that it was like the Dolphins are bad. Like, we had no business being underdog to these guys at home.
Agreed.
Like, they're bad. Like, they're not good. And we saw that based on what the conclusion was.
Yeah. All right, let's keep it moving though. Let's keep moving. Some more
God,
thoughts.
y'all got so many super chats. Hold on, I got some more.
Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Shout out to the game guy. I have questions about these practices. How does the coaching staff don't know how to put the best players on the field? Don't get me started.
Hold that thought.
Hold that thought.
We coming to that.
Are we going to that? Jack Nichols, if we win Sunday, we are 500 for the first time since November 2021. Wow.
So one of my talking points, but that is accurate.
That is correct. A. Lamar did the same a couple weeks ago. Shout out to Drew Free, man. Shout out to B Dumb. You can't be a game manager, number one pick, and do these things. There's a lot of game managers that got our high draft pick, guys. Just so you know. Shout out to both announcers waiting for Coker. That's right. Shout out to Beanie and Michelle Yvette.
Coke boys, we up.
Cage lose mister. It's time to make the silver helmets the throwback. I'm not ready for that yet.
Silver helmet, bro.
I do too. 3 money. I'm pretty sure McCown talked about how he didn't have to teach Bryce to hold the ball with 2 hands while scrambling and rolling out. Oh, Jesus. All right, man. All right. One more. Trevor Norris.
Yep.
I ended up leaving that New England game early. Well, if hopefully you pay for parking up front, because the parking at Gillette is between $60 and $100. It's not cheap.
All right, let's keep it going. The ground game. We obviously know the ground game takeover happened. Rico was a baller. He had 5 explosive runs. He had 11-yard, 14-yard, 25, 43, and 53 yards across multiple drives. And then every scoring series featured a Dowdle explosive run or drive starter. So that's kind of dope that Dowdle was involved. And bro, I'm gonna be honest, I was panicking when he wasn't out there. Like, I'm like, where's Dowdle at? Like, where, bro? I know he needed a break because he had the whole team on his back, bro. And so I know he was tired. Like, I know he in my brain, I knew he was tired. But I was like, how are we gonna win this game without Rico? But salute to Etienne too, because he did his thing when the game was on the line. All the rookies showed up. And we're gonna talk about that in a little bit. But the inside zone, bro, we were cooking Miami on the ground, bro. They have zero. You want to talk about bad run game? We know what bad run defense looks like. If anybody knows what bad run defense looks like, it's the Carolina Panthers. We had one last year. That was terrible, bro. Cade Mays, if you go look on X, Cade Mays has a play where he has 3 pancakes on one play, Dave. He took out 3 people on one play, dog. Our offensive line was destroying these cats, bro. Like, it was bananas. The run, Dave, I could have ran through them lanes, bro. I could have got out there and had at least 100. I could have got out there and had 100 through those.
Come on, dog. All due respect, you ain't. I probably could have got out there.
I could have got out there.
Maybe if I was like 270 Dave or 280 Dave, I probably could have done it. I don't know if 220 Dave can do it. 270 could have done it.
But yeah, the rush lanes was crazy. Shout out to Rico. We're gonna talk about Rico a little bit more, and running to the right obviously was a huge success running behind Brady and Moten. It was looking good out there, but obviously the ground game took over tremendously. So we'll talk about Rico a little bit more. Red zone perfection. So after the first quarter, you know what I mean, after the early fumble, Carolina, we finished 3 for 3 with touchdowns inside the red zone. Leggett, Dowdle, and Evans all had touchdowns. Miami also scored 3 touchdowns, but came off short fields, takeaways, turnovers by Bryce Young. But we earned ours through sustained drives. And I know we talked about Bryce, and I know that Bryce caught some heat. And we're going to talk about Bryce a little bit later in the show, but he did his thing, bro. He did his thing in some certain. We're going to talk about the specifics. I'm not going to brush off the Bryce clutch gene because he had it. We're not going to brush past it. We're going to give him his credit. I know Rico did his thing, but there were some throws that Bryce had to make, and he made them. and we're gonna give credit for him. So we're gonna talk about that. But the red zone was looking great. Explosives. We definitely had some explosive. T-Mac 29 and 21-yard plays. Dowdle, we talked about his runs. Leggett had a nice 24-yard catch. Etienne was on the ground. So we were cooking. That's something that his offense has been missing, is explosive plays. And we finally got to see it consistently. We got to see that in drive after drive, consistent explosive plays. So that was good to see. Good to see us finally be able to move the football. Pass rush. Where's the pass rush, Dave? We had more sacks in this game than we had all season long.
Yeah.
Yep. So we got to their quarterback 3 times. They got to us. But shout out to Pat Jones. Shout out to Derek Brown. Scoring was getting busy. Ashawn Robinson, bro. Our offensive line did what they were supposed to do against the Patriots in this game. They dominated when they were supposed to dominate. The Miami Dolphins offensive line is utterly garbage juice, and we took advantage of them. So we body bagged them. We were killing. Tua was under pressure. He was panicking back there. So salute to them. I know we gave up some sacks too, but it's all good. They didn't produce any turnovers outside the phantom fumble from Bryce Young. Outside of that, we were straight. Bryce was able to just take the sack, pause, and live to fight another day. All right. Let's keep it going. All right. There we go. Some clutch work. We had really good, long, sustained drive, 7 plays, 85 yards that ended in a Dowdle touchdown, 8 plays, 83 yards with the Evans touchdown, which was the game winner. Bryce was 5 or 6 in passing on those drives. The ground game averaged 8.2 yards per carry. 8. That's almost a first down per carry, Dave. That's wow. So we never faced worse than a 2nd and 7 on those drives, bro. It's crazy. So again, no panic. We had balance, and it was a perfect way to finish the game off. I mean, this is the kind of opposite of what we did in Arizona. When we tried to fight back, we couldn't quite get it done. This is what it was supposed to look like in Arizona. They did a great job. Great job. All right. Let's see, Dave. We're going to talk some more about Bryce. We're going to talk more about the rookies. We're going to talk some more about Jimmy Horn. But before we get into that, patreon.com/Panther Nation PC. If you want to become a Patreon member, I do have 2 more tickets to give away. Not prepared to give them away today. Hopefully next week I'll be prepared to give them away, as I have the Saints game and I have the Seahawks game. Those are 2 games that I have available for you all to win. So sign up. You have to be an MVP level Patreon member to get access to winning those tickets. So salute to everybody that's already MVP, and for those that are going to join. So salute to y'all. Salute to the franchise folks, and salute to our free agents as well. We appreciate all your support. And again, this show would be nothing without your support. So we greatly appreciate it. Dave, you know what to do.
Yes, sir. So make sure you guys go to underdogfantasy.com, of course, and use the code PNP when you do. Let me tell you guys something, man. I recall that you guys told me that Archin, whatever his name is, was a really good running back. And I tried to roll with that. And I did the hire. And I didn't win anything because I did the hire. He was the only person that did not hit my number. I didn't win anything because I did the hire. Because you guys convinced me that he was such a great running back. He said he was, when I was going to analyze the Patriots game, he told me he was a great running back. And it did not work out for me this week because I did win a portion from one of my tournaments. But either way, so make sure you go to underdogfantasy.com, use the promo code PNP when you do. And when you play your first game at $5, you get $100 in bonus bets. So go to bonus money. So go to underdogfantasy.com and use the promo code PNP when you do, and shout out to Underdog.
Shout out to Underdog, man. Salute to the good folks over there.
I got a couple of super chats to hit.
Yep, go right ahead, Dave.
All right, we also ran a ton of power runs. Shout out to Panthers 24/7. Steve Wilkes Ball. Now, look, man, I ain't going to deny that run the game wasn't a factor in us winning, but I'll tell you what, Bryce's throws at the end was a factor too. You can't beat him up and not give him credit. Like you gotta give him the heat, and you gotta give him the grace and the praise. Shout out to Hitman 50. Thank Brady for those runs. Yeah. Maze 2. Shout out to Terrence Hobbs for the super chat. A-Cash, I find it interesting that we had more success running to the right compared to the left, considering the right side of the line had pass blocking linemen and the left had 2 run blocking linemen. Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it is interesting, but they found something and it worked. They took advantage of it. So that's what I call good coaching. They went with what worked, and it worked, and they never let up. Like somebody said, we always talk about how Canales abandons the run, bro. He didn't do it this time. It was working, and salute to Canales for doing that, bro. He did a good job.
Shout out to Terrence Hobbs for the super chat. May should have been a day one. Well,
Yeah,
we
he
said that
shoulda.
already.
He should have.
We told y'all that. We told y'all he should have been started.
We're gonna talk about some coaches' decisions in a second. Hold off on that.
Shout out to Trayvon Lawrence. Y'all talked about not abandoning the run after being down, and Canals was patient and it paid off big time.
Shout out to shout out to Mr. Lawrence. Yeah, because for sure we talk about it all the time. Sorry I beat you to the punch because I saw that super chat coming through, but that's what I was talking about. He definitely did not abandon the run this time. He stuck to it, and it worked. Hitman says Corey Thornton shut down Waller. Do we got to fact check that? Because he was on him. He was on him. I need to see, because after the Waller was going ham. That first
half,
this dude was going crazy. He was prime Waller. He was in his, that was prime Waller, bro. He was going crazy on us, bro. But yeah, man. Salute to Thornton. I gotta fact check that to see if he really did. Yeah, I gotta go check it. But anyway, let's keep it moving. All right, Dave. Now, we got to talk about the defense for a quick second because we kind of glossed over the defense and what they did. Because hit the button, Dave.
I told y'all.
This defense, bro, they are doing what needs to be done. They are not great. They are not perfect, but they are moving up. They are average. They're an average defense, which is exactly what we requested. We said all we wanted this team defense is to be as average, and that's what they're doing. But the reason why this picture is on the screen, Dave, is because a decision was made. A decision was made to switch roles of Trevor Wallace and Roseboom. Trevor Wallace was now the mic, which means he was calling the plays and the signals and all that stuff. And Roseboom was able to just do his thing. And it worked. It worked, bro. That's the best game our linebackers have. Bro, Roseboom had a TFL, a monstrous TFL. Bro, he looked like Luke out there a little bit. All right, let me chill. I went too far.
Just stop.
I got excited. All right, my bad. I got excited.
It's not fair to him.
Bad. I got excited. My fault.
Now we're gonna get like super chats while you trying to talk.
I got excited. My bad. I got excited.
Shout out to Double O Kane. Yep. Maybe Dave and Evro will realize after this game that the rookies need more. We'll get to that.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna hold that thought on the rookies. But Trevor Wallace, I remember a play in the first half where Trevor Wallace diagnosed whatever it was. He started jumping around, hitting his helmet. That's, bro. What my question to this is a rhetorical question, but what the hell took so long? Like, why did it take so long to put these guys in the best position to succeed? Like, what prompted them to make that switch is what I want to know. Like, who's
all the losing? Like, maybe they look at PFF like we do. They didn't look good in the other positions. The numbers show they didn't. I mean, like, look, man, it's clear that we got a few coaches are stubborn in nature. I think coaches want to do it their way. There ain't too many. The great coaches are the ones that adjust and are not afraid to make changes, drastic changes if need be. But then you have some coaches that don't want to make changes.
But
that's why you saw more veterans.
But Dave, to me, this is a little bit scary. Because it's consistent. It's a consistent thing that's happening on both sides of the football. Guys are not being put in the best position to succeed, Dave. And when we can see it, and when we say things like, oh, K. May should have been starting over Austin Corbett, that's kind of scary, bro. Is that not scary to y'all? Like, the fact that we as fans can sit up here and call the better players than our coaches can, like, that's not. And it's not really hot takey. It's like, bro, we all saw what Cade Mays did last year. And for you to throw Corbett back out there is crazy to me, bro. Like that just doesn't make sense. And now you're seeing Trevor Wallace and Roseboom being put in positions to lose, basically. And now you make the swap 5 games into the season, and you're just now realizing, and these dudes look like completely different players. Both of them dudes played very well. And all they did was switch the mic who's calling plays.
Yep.
Like to me, that's just what is who is making these calls? Jimmy Horn Jr. is another one, right? He's another guy that like, how was he not playing?
Bruh, we know. So you ready to talk about Jimmy Horn?
No, I'm not. I'm not. Wait till I get to the rookies.
All right. I just want to make sure.
I'm just throwing it out there. It just speaks to it speaks to the. I just got questions, Dave. I just got questions. Like, why is it taking us to be complete trash for you to realize that these kind of change? Like, you're getting paid millions of dollars to recognize these types of things as coaches, right? And if y'all can't, what is taking so long for y'all to recognize it? That's scary to me. But I'm glad that they're doing it. I'm glad Cade Mays is starting. I'm glad Jalen Coker getting opportunities. Most of them are due to injuries, right? We see these types of things happen due to injury. But I'm glad they switched these two guys' roles and responsibilities. I'm glad they did it. Shout out to Rob Lewis. He said, "Shout out, I was thinking of saying Roseboom was channeling his inner Luke a little bit. I went too far. That was too far, bro. That's on me. I got excited.
Rashad, bogus with that Luke. Yeah, bro.
I got excited. I do apologize. I apologize. I got excited. I got excited, bro.
Excited.
My man said, learn and grow. My bad, y'all. I got excited.
The bottom line is, I'm happy they finally got to this point and they made the adjustment. Let's see what happens next week against Dallas.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Do you think they'll panic? How long do you think they'll stay at this? Like, do you think they'll panic if Dallas goes ugly on Sunday?
Dallas got a good offense, bro. Like, we gonna have.
I don't care, but do you think they'll actually like try to see this through? I mean, it's based on what they've done in the past. They will. I think they will see this through. So I think it'll be interesting to see how that goes with them there. Hopefully they keep it that way.
Yeah. But that's the defense.
But you with the concerns about why it took them so long it goes back to what we do in the preseason. It goes back to what we do in off-season stuff. Like, it goes back to all these things. Like, what the hell have they been doing?
Yeah.
It goes back to not using the game time enough, using the preseason games to figure this out. Like you can't just go off what you see in practice and joint practices. You cannot.
Yeah.
You cannot. That's just my thought on it.
Agreed, man. Salute to the defense. And shout out to Monty. Monty put this up from the 4-man rush. Salute to those guys. He posted this on Twitter today, and I thought it was very interesting. Look at where our defense is, Dave. Total yards per game, they rank 12th. Allowed passing yards, we have a top 10 secondary, y'all. Allowed rushing. I'm just gonna let that sink in just let that sink in for a little bit, Dave. Allowed rushing yards per game, 14th, from dead last year to now 14th. Let that sink in. Allowed points per game, 19th. Third down conversion percentage, 14th. Bro, we have some statistics where we're at least middle of the pack, and that's all we ask for this defense.
That's all I asked for at the beginning of the season,
bro. That's all we ask for.
And we're winning games. All right. We got a couple more super chats. Shout out to Trayvon Lawrence. Canales can finally put his players in the best position to win. Panthers 24/7. We have a history of not playing young, the better players. I remember DJ Moore and Moton didn't play as much as they should early on. Brady C2. Well, Moore and Moton was about Rivera. That was just Rivera's thing. Like, Rivera believed in earning your keep, but he was a former player too, so a former Super Bowl winning player. So he's seen it. Shout out Double O Kane. I ain't gonna lie. We win Sunday versus Dallas. I'm all in, and I'm talking crazy for the rest of the year. If we win Sunday against Dallas,
you can't talk crazy the rest of the year, bro. You can't.
I can say this: if we win Sunday against Dallas, I will have my Panthers gear for PNP on Tuesday. If we beat Dallas,
I don't care about that, bro.
I'll
one up you, Dave. No, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna jinx this because last time I did that, we got blow it out. I won't even jinx it.
I'm not trying to jinx a soul. I'm not trying to jinx a soul. I need to see them do it again. But do it against Dallas this week. Do it against Dallas this week.
Hey, y'all boys ready. Y'all boys excited, bro. I like it. It's good energy, man. It's good that we.
I mean, they have every reason to be excited. You should be excited. Shout out to Cal. I think the O-line changes were slow because they were trying to implement a different system for calling plays and protections. It didn't work. Now they go back to last year and it works. I hope to God that ain't the case. I'm serious, man. I hope that's not the case. By the way, the Ravens are on pace to break our points allowed record.
Somebody need to break it, please. Get us off the record books. Get us off the record books, my dog. Yeah, they do have like the worst defense in the league, bro. It's pretty bad.
Oh, I know. I watched it. I watched some of it. That was one of the games I was on against Houston. Oh, I watched some of that, buddy. It was bad. It was bad. But now, man, we're in the top half. So you can't complain about this. Well, we can. We'll complain about something. JC was getting cooked. Shout out to you, Rob Lewis.
Yeah, he allowed some catches, but I got to go back and look at the secondary and see who was responsible for what. I got to look at those metrics. But really quick, Dave, I just want to go back to points allowed per game because you guys are right. Some of these are turnover, like Bryce's pick 6, special teams. Mm-hmm. Some of those are not on the defense in particular, or they're or the offense is responsible for putting us in terrible field position and for giving up those points. So yeah, man, we're solid. We're doing a good job. We're doing a good job.
Shout out to Kyle. They straight up said they wanted Bryce making more reads and calling protection. Well, that's what quarterbacks are supposed to do. So at least it was partly true. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I ain't in the room. I just know if they're out here changing their entire scheme from last year, then why the hell did we hire this guy? That's why I don't believe it. That's where I'm at. All right.
Yeah.
Carry on.
All right, so let's talk about Bryce. So he was 19 of 30, 198 yards, 2 turnovers, 2 touchdowns versus the Dolphins. Dave, how do we feel? How do we feel about Bryce and what he did out there? He had the 2 turnovers. Do we feel comfortable with Bryce Young? Are we still in wait and see mode? Do we need to see more from Bryce?
One thing I got to give Bryce credit for is his ability to let it go when he does have a turnover or something to that effect. I think that's a trait that is overlooked a lot because you're so frustrated with the turnovers. But for him, with the 2 turnovers that he had, him to turn this around and being able to put the team in the right positions and have clutch throws when they needed the throws to win the game, to close out the game, he came through. You guys wouldn't be bragging about Jimmy Horn if Bryce wasn't able to get it to him. I know you're on mute, but yeah, you're on mute, Rashad. We heard what you said.
I was just saying facts. I was just hyping you up. Talk to him, Dave. So that's a fact.
You kind of have, I understand folks want to point at, oh no, the 2 turnovers, but you guys got to give him credit for the throws that he pulled off. I mean, Leggett TD, Evans TD.
Hold on. You ahead of me, Dave. Let's talk about it. We'll talk about the clutch play because you lined it up. Let's talk through them though, because we can't rush. We got it. We tore them down with the fumbles and the interceptions. Terrible plays. But fam, that 4th and 5 throw to T-Mac.
Oh yeah.
Bruh.
Oh yeah.
That was an elite throw. And it was much needed.
That's an NFL throw, bruh.
That throw right there flipped the entire game, bro. That was the start of the comeback. It was a 4th down. He had to evade pressure, got hit, sidearmed that Jones, and hit. Bro, that was a hell of a throw. That's the Bryce Young we need to see.
Yep.
So we have to give him credit for that throw. Also, the McMillan on 3rd and 4, the 3rd and 4 touchdown to Xavier Leggett.
Yep.
Another hell of a throw. Bro, that throw was perfect. And shout out to XL for using his hands to catch football. And let's stop for one quick second. I know we're talking about Bryce. But boy, was it good to see XL
He needed
get
that,
that
bro.
monkey off his back, bro.
He needed that, bro. He needed that bad, bro.
You could tell the weight that was lifted off of his shoulders when he caught that touchdown pass. It's like, bro, everything he been hoping and praying for has come to fruition. He was excited. T-Mac was excited for him. Everybody was hyping him up. So I want to send a shout out to XL because he needed that. He also had another catch that was really good on the sideline, got 2 feet in this time. So everything went well for XL, and this is exactly what he needed. Again, it just to kind of get him back going. He just get it back on track. XL, you got it. You capable of doing it, bro. This is what we want to see from you. I'm telling you, he's too likable to give up on, bro. He's too likable. We don't want to give up on XL. We want XL to be successful. I know we've been critical of him, but I also say this. Yeah, we have been critical. We have been very critical, and rightfully so. Right? He's had some issues, but he did a great job. He did a great job, and shout out to Bryce for getting him the football in a actually throwing a catchable football. The interception wasn't catchable, but the daggone touchdown throw was perfect. So salute to Bryce on that throw. Then Jimmy Horn. The throw to Jimmy Horn on 4th and 5. Bruh.
I don't think folks realize the whole process of that, right? To make the decision to throw it to Jimmy Horn in a critical moment of the game, somebody that just got off the freaking inactive list, the guys you've been begging to see, for him to throw it to him in that type of moment, that's a testament to Bryce, guys. But y'all not going to give him credit for that. Because if Jimmy would have dropped that ball, y'all would have probably been like, why didn't he throw it to T-Mac? But for him to make that decision and Jimmy Horn to execute is freaking excellent. So shout out to Jimmy Horn. I know we're not ready to talk about Jimmy yet, but we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. We're getting there.
Yeah, but no, that was such a clutch throw. Such a clutch throw. Such a phenomenal catch by Jimmy.
Clutch throw. Unbelievable throw. Game on the line. We needed that game. We're going to talk about the rookies in just a second because that whole sequence was all rookies, bro. It was all rookies, and it was unbelievable to see that unfold. And for, like you said, for Bryce Young, because if you listen to the interview afterward, Jimmy Horn said he knew it was coming to him. Like he said, I had a feeling it was coming my way. And for him to catch the football with his hands, survive through the ground on 4th down, basically game on the line, bro. Unbelievable. But that's the Panthers football we've been waiting to see. That's what we've been waiting to see, bro. And I so excited. And then the game-winning touchdown to Evans, another good throw to Mitchell Evans, y'all know how I feel about Mitchell Evans. We've been hyping him up. He was one of my favorite picks of the draft. Outside of T-Mac, probably one of my favorite picks. Probably my favorite pick. I'm not gonna lie. I love Mitchell Evans. I think he's got what it takes to be the future TE1 on the squad when it's all said and done. But he's gonna be very, very good. But salute to Mitchell Evans. Glad I'm not happy that T-Mac didn't get his first touchdown and Mitchell Evans got his before T-Mac got his. But we won the game. That's ultimately what matters.
It'll come. Yeah. The target share, he's still getting a pretty high target share, so it'll come.
Yeah, but T-Mac was on one of the touchdowns. T-Mac was wide open, bro. I think it was that play too. He was wide open, but it's all good. We got the W, so it's cool. It's cool.
Shout out to Double O.
Second.
Yeah, no, I got a couple. Shout out to Double O. Kane. I'll say this about BY9. When he makes mistakes, he moves on quick. When Sam Darnold was here, he made mistakes. Sam Darnold still does that. Like Sam Darnold, when he starts making those turnovers, bro, he still does that. But it just so happens that he's able to execute a little bit better since he's left Carolina. But yeah, man, I think this separates the average quarterbacks to the good ones. When you know how to move on fast, bro. That's important.
Yeah, I mean, he was dialed in. If you listen to the mic'd up thing, he was dialed in the whole game, and he never was, he never got rattled. He didn't show frustration or slam his helmet like he did last time, or I didn't see it anyway. But he was good, man. Bryce did a great job. I think I will say this, and I'll leave the Bryce discussion alone with this because I don't want to be overly negative because it was a great game. The clutch plays, it was all good, but I'm going to leave it with this. Bryce Young is going to have to be better consistently against better teams. Right? When you're playing the Dallas Cowboys and these other teams that's coming up, our schedule it's these next 2 games are winnable. I think we got Dallas and the Jets next, right?
Yeah.
So these next 2 games are winnable games. Like
The Jets might be winless when we play them.
Exactly. So we need to win these games. My concern is after that, right? When we start to play good teams like the Patriots, like the daggone Jaguars, we played them too. It wasn't pretty. So he's got to be able to be consistent against better teams, and hopefully he hits that stride and he starts to get confidence and starts to put together back-to-back games, not turn the football over, and he starts executing. I'm hoping that this offense starts to get together, and I think hopefully once he gets Coker back, I'm hoping that will be one of the keys to him being successful, more consistent. But anyway, all right, let's keep it moving.
Couple of super chats before we go to this. Shout out to Roger McLean. Bryce Young did what anyone would do when they meet a bully. He gave up his lunch money, so you have to forgive him for the first fumble.
Nah, bro. You can't.
I'm not rolling with that.
He folded, bro. He folded crazy. You can't fold like that. Sometimes you got to keep a couple change in your pocket. You don't give him all the money. Just give him half of it. You know what I mean? And he'll go away. You don't show your whole cards when the bully pull up. You got to keep something in the tuck. Keep some in your locker. You know what I mean? You don't want to give up all your money. That's crazy.
Rob Lewis, you're gonna have to help me with this, man. I don't do emojis. He's still old.
I don't know what that is.
Old hands, butter hands, I guess. Old butter hands. I'm not sold yet. That's hands, what it was. Yeah. I'm not sold yet. Well, you ain't gotta be sold.
Talking about Excel. I think he's talking about Excel.
Yeah, he is. Shout out to Anthony Johnson. I like Bryce, but he gives me too much Jameis Winston vibes.
Hey, bro, if he give me Jameis, I'll take Jameis.
Yeah.
I'll take Jameis, bro. Jameis is a baller. Don't do Jameis like that, dog.
Yeah, don't be. Look, man, we got to protect Jameis Winston at all costs. The game guy.
It's a national treasure, bro.
He is, bro. The game guy. Also not happy with the lack of diddly D.
Shout out to Eric Collins, bro.
My God. Speaking of XL, seen the video of his blocking, and he set up Rico to yo, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah. His block, yo, man. I was like, yo, like Christmas, man, seeing the way he was blocking yesterday on Sunday. And he set up Rico a lot. Great game from him.
He always was a good blocker.
He was always a good blocker. That's part of the reason why they drafted him.
A little bit of a misconception with his blockers, bro. But he's a solid blocker.
Love the show. First super chat. Appreciate it, my man. Shout out to you, Cornell Martin. And I think that's it.
Cornell, bro.
Yeah, let's keep it moving.
All right, so we got to talk about these rookies, Dave. We've been talking about them, but boy, there's a lot of green on this jump. It's a lot of green, a lot of activity from all these rookies, bro. If you look at the snap counts, these guys are playing a lot of football, a lot of snaps. And Dave, this is setting up to be a really, really, really good draft class. This is one of them draft classes you build from. When you remember we talk about the Saints and going back to some of the Alvin Kamara draft, and they've been able to stack a couple of draft classes. This could be what we're doing here. T-Mac, great grade. He has 6 receptions, 73 yards. Nick Scorton, highest rookie grade of all PFF, 89.6, 33 snaps, 1 hurry, 3 tackles. My man was bringing the heat. In the first drive, bro, he was blowing up plays. He blew up the screen. He blew up a run play. Like, this man was playing so well. Shout out to Nick Scorton. He's a baller. Princely still getting a little some limited snaps, but he's still playing well. Princely 71.2, 1 hurried, 1 tackle. Etienne, bro. Etienne came in at the end of that game with the game on the line. Had some very, very good runs. He only played 14 snaps. Had 4 attempts for 22 yards, but those 4 reps or 4 attempts were critical. I'm talking about game on the line. We're driving. We needed all of them plays, and he was able to do well. Lathan Ransom, 37.2. He is getting some increased play with 36 snaps this go around. He had 3 tackles. The grade is a little low. Safety grades are really tough because they get blamed with a lot of the coverage stuff. So
yeah,
I'm not going to kill him.
If he got blamed for some of those TDs, man, when he was going,
I'm not going to kill him too bad because he's had some pretty good grades too. So I'm not going to kill him too bad until I understand more about where the grade came from, because safeties are really, really hard. They're really hard to grade. Let me rephrase that. PFF is hard on safeties, right? They are tough. Like, you have to be an elite safety to get high grades in PFF. Cam Jackson, 62. Mitchell Evans, 64.9, played 26 snaps, 1 reception for had the touchdown. And then Jimmy Horn Jr., 60.7, 19 snaps. He had 2 rushes for 10 yards, and he had 2 catches for 21 yards. So salute to Jimmy Horn Jr., man. And let's talk about him, Dave. You want Ricky watch first. So before we get to Jimmy Horn, want to quickly update where T-Mac resides on the receiving list.
Mika has extended his lead. I see.
Ibuka is going ham, bro. He's going ham up there in Tampa, man. It doesn't help that Mike Evans went down. But really quick, I do want to say this with T-Mac, and I think he's got an uncanny ability to draw pass interferences, and it's eerily familiar to Mike Evans, bro. Eerily similar. Bro, Mike Evans used to piss me off so bad with the ability to draw pass interferences, bro. He's so good at it. T-Mac has the knack, and for him to be only his 5th game and to be able to draw those penalties like he is, it's unbelievable. And those are drive extenders, bro. Being able to draw a pass interference and being that skilled to where you're making guys hold on to you, that is a skill, bro. It is a skill. It's a skill. So salute to T-Mac for being able to do that, because, again, it's like a hidden yard that nobody's really talking about, but it definitely matters. All right. Now, here we go. Jimmy Horn Jr. Dave, let's talk about him. I know you've been waiting to talk about him. I'll go ahead and
before we talk about him, let me hit these super chats, because we want to make sure we hit them all before we get into this. Shout out to Brandon Freeman. Appreciate the super chat, my man. And shout out to Fernando Espinoza. Shout out to El Salvador. True fan. Thanks to the Charlotte Turkey Legs. Glad to see XL be serious. No dollar bill. Tet will be released. Vamos, let's go. Shout out to you, sir. Appreciate it, from El Salvador. Look at that, man.
Yeah, Tet being released, I think he means like he's about to go
like
ham.
as he's gonna go out. Yes,
he's about to go ham.
Listen, so he ain't trying to cut
definitely
Tet.
not getting released.
Not trying to cut T-Mac.
Yeah. And I do like, that's a great point that he brought up about XL. It's no dollar bill, right? He did not do his little celebration dance. That shows me he's serious, bro. Like, I'm not there yet. We're gonna have to wait for dollar bill. I got more to do. I got more work to do. So that does show that he's serious, and I do appreciate that. That shows that he's locked in. So that was dope. Unleashed. Yeah, there we go. Unleashed. Unleashed is a better word for T-Mac. But yeah, Dave, Jimmy Horn Jr., you want to talk about him? Go ahead.
Here's my thing, guys. He had a phenomenal debut. Considering what he came from what he came up to do, he had a phenomenal debut. I just want to try my best. I'm trying to temper expectations for you guys, because I think you got to remember what it took for him to finally get a jersey. It took multiple wide receiver injuries, like multiple, right? Multiple. And even initially when the injury started, he still wasn't getting the jersey. And he finally got the jersey, and now we're going to have Coker coming back. I'm concerned that he's probably not going to get a jersey once Coker returns, unless they make the decision to not give a jersey to Renfro. That's my take on it. Like, I think he had a phenomenal first. Like I said, he had a phenomenal debut. I think he did really well, and he was very clutch. But it's a numbers game. You guys know this. Are you going to sit him over Tremaine? Are you gonna sit Tremaine over him? Are you gonna sit Renfro over him? You're not gonna sit Leggett, you're not gonna sit Coker, you're not gonna sit T-Mac. So who are you're gonna have to sit somebody. It's a numbers game. They don't give 53 jerseys out on game day. There's typically 5 or 6 players that are sitting. So I know you guys are hype about him. I'm just trying to temper you guys' expectations. You guys should not be shocked if they make the decision to sit this man when Coker comes back. And it's not, and let me be clear, it's not about because Coker's coming back. It's because of the other folks on the roster. Coker's a starter. So just keep that in mind. I just want you guys to think about it. The choice is between him and Renfro in my eyes.
Yeah.
But But
Yeah,
then you go look into the coaching staff and you decide, and then you think about who they're really gonna sit, who they're gonna sit.
I think, and I'm gonna defer on this to shout out to the Real Ball Watcher. Hopefully he watches this show, and hopefully we get a chance to see him in Jiho. But I'm gonna defer to him because he has a whole video out about Jimmy Horn Jr.'s impact to the game. Right? It's not just about his catches; it's about him being able to stretch the field. Right? It's gonna open things up for everybody else because he has that speed that you have to account for. That is important. That is important. So it's good. That's the component that we don't have I mean, we got XL who can run, but it's a different type of speed that you're gonna have to account for with Jimmy Horn Jr. So it's gonna open up for everybody, bro. So it's gonna be a huge deal once he gets going and it gets fully integrated. Because Coker can run too, but that's not his game. He's not the fastest guy in the world. So now when you get Jimmy Horn Jr. out there, you got to count for him, which open things up underneath for everybody. You're gonna have to count for Jimmy Horn Jr. So for me, I mean, it's a good problem. We're now back to a situation where wide receiver is the strength, right? We started with all these guys, and we're like, oh man, we cooking. We got all these, and then we traded away guys. Guys got injured, and now we're starting to get it back. But you got T-Mac, XL, Coker, Jimmy Horn Jr., Tremaine. Those got to be your top 5 guys. And then Renfro, I think Renfro is nice. Like, but I think we can. I'd rather have Tremaine out there, bro. Be honest with you.
I don't disagree with you at all, but I think you're not. Jimmy is going up against Renfro. It ain't Tremaine going up against Renfro.
I think his best players. I think Jimmy Horn is going to do more for your offense than Renfro is.
I don't disagree with you.
You've got Renfro and Coker's can duplicate whatever Renfro is going to bring to the table. Coker can
do it. I completely
Nobody
agree.
can do what Jimmy Horn has a different type of speed, the different element that is not on this roster. That's why it's important to get him out.
So why did it take so many injuries to see this man?
I can't answer that question, and that's where I get frustrated because I don't know.
But that's my concern. Like, that's my concern, bro. Like, I don't disagree with anything you're saying. I don't trust his coaching staff to make the right call here. I just don't.
They will. They will. And they're gonna have to make a move once Coker is back on the roster. Somebody got to go. I don't know where it's gonna come from, but somebody's got to go. So,
I always felt like this. Jimmy was about special teams. He was about the return game more than anything else. So, I mean, it sucks that he ain't cut a spot there. But no, I'm not disagreeing of him not being scarier. But no. I'm just worried that this coaching staff is going to have this man with no jersey on Sunday. And we need the speed this Sunday. That's the wild part. We need it on Sunday. Like, we need the speed on Sunday. It's one thing if you're going to make the decision to decide whether or not this man's going to have a jersey based on who your opponent is. But it's another thing once you get players back, you're like, oh, nah, I'm good. Now, if Coker's not ready this week, I think he's going to get activated again. I think once Coker gets back, it's going to become a numbers game at that point.
Yeah, they can find it somewhere else, but I think, somebody is going to have to sit down. Coker's going to get immediately put right back into the offense and have the jersey and all that stuff. So we're going to see. We're going to see, man. We're going to see. Yeah, DJ Dallas, special teams. It's going to be interesting because DJ Dallas has a role on special teams. He was returning kicks and did a good job at it too. And he had a hell of a block on one of them play. He put somebody on and so he's solid. DJ Dallas has a.
And how long has DJ Dallas been on our roster?
No, he got immediately put into the fold. Like, he just got here.
Yeah, that's my point, right? So think about that. Just think about that for a second. They drafted this man to do returns. They drafted this man.
I don't think they drafted him just to do returns, bro. Like, if they drafted him to do returns, and he would have did returns. He's more than a return. I think he's better than.
I'm not
just
disagreeing with you, but my point is that
I think saying that they drafted him to be a returner is not correct.
Okay, that's fine. All right, that's fair. But either way, you picked up DJ Dallas, and he automatically gets vaulted into the return job.
Yeah, but I think that had to do with David Moore's injury, right? I
Mm-hmm.
think they were trying to
Yeah.
get somebody in there that can do it.
I would have
Um,
thought, in my eyes, this is my opinion, I would have thought Jimmy would have gotten that opportunity before grabbing somebody in there. That's just my thought, right? Like I thought that would have been like when David Moore got hurt, I'm thinking, all right, that should help Jimmy a bit. And when I saw they signed DJ Giles, I'm like, oh, maybe not. But then they have more wide receiver injuries, so but yeah. All right, so we
yeah, a
got a
couple
couple super
super
chats we
chats.
need to hit. Yep. Shout out to Brandon Freeman. Leggett run blocking was elite all game. I
Yep,
absolutely agree. Jimmy scares defenses more than the run for.
that's
I
a
don't
fact.
disagree with you,
That's a
Corey.
fact.
I'm not lying. I don't disagree with you at all there. There's no you're not gonna get an argument out of me on that one. Y'all tailgating? Shout out to Rob Lewis. Y'all tailgating? I might pull up and write down
Yes,
Highway 29 and ready. Yeah. Plot, right?
yes. We're gonna be at the Sigma Plot on campus. Pull up. We got our own space. Like we ain't, if you've been to A&T, right? The dope thing about the Sigma Plot is it's off to the side. So everybody, you got Greek Lane, right? And it's gonna be
Yeah, Greek
super
Row.
packed and crowded. Bro, come experience Jiho in luxury where you ain't got to deal with no crowd because we off to the side. We still in the in the hustle and bustle, but you got room to breathe. So pull up to the Sigma Plot, which is kind of behind. It's right next to the cab, but behind the stage area. Pull up. Let me know. Come holler at your boy. We'll be out there.
Absolutely. Shout out to Double O Kane, Chad Ocho Cinco said before the season started, don't be surprised if Carolina has the best wide receiver corner in the NFL before it's all said and done. No, I don't disagree there, man. I remember when he made that take, and he was defending that joint on Twitter too. He was going hard on Twitter. Shout out to Anthony Graham for the super chat. Shout out to Rob Lewis for Jiho. Yep, man. Come pull up.
Pull up.
Shout out to Anthony Graham. John Madden used to say speed kills. Coaching staff has to make the tough decisions to find a way to keep Jimmy Horn on the field.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with you, man. Shout out to FC Bass. I'll be at the gospel concert on A&T on Saturday. Now the gospel concert is on Sunday, ain't it? It's on Sunday. They always do the gospel concert. Well, last year they did it. Last year they did it on Thursday because of Stevie Wonder, but it's on Sunday.
Nothing about the gospel concert, brother.
I was planning on going. I was planning on going last year, but then they moved it. But I've never gone to one.
I'll be at the bonfire. We're gonna be at the bonfire. Well, you got your bonfire.
Yeah, yeah. If I don't see y'all, if I don't see you anywhere else, I will see you at the bonfire and on the plot on Saturday.
Go to the bonfire. We'll be at the bonfire. Pull up, man. Pull up. Aggie Pride. I mean, I got the A&T shirt on today, man. You already know. And it's all Aggie Pride. All Aggie Pride.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man. So. Oh, I forgot about Rico, bro. So real quick, we gotta give Rico. We can't skip over Rico, because he had 23 rushing attempts for 206 yards, added 3 receptions and 28 yards receiving, and 1 touchdown. So he had one of the monster games, bro. And again, you know what I talk about. I said it since C-Mac days. When you get this type of volume, you're gonna produce, bro. It's opportunities. You're gonna get these opportunities. You're gonna produce. And yeah, they fed him, and he kept eating. Shout out to Rico, and truth be told, here's where and I know I saw people saying this, bro. We needed all 206 of them yards too. We needed every single yard to win this game. Like we would not have won this game had the run game not been as successful as it was. And that's what scares me about Bryce. Because you're not going to be able to depend on 206 yards every single game. If the run game is not clicking, what do? We needed every single yard from Rico Dowdle to win this game and reception. Every last one of them. I know Bryce. He had his throws too. Bryce definitely did his thing. But if Rico doesn't do what he does, we're not winning this game, bro.
I don't disagree. I mean, that was a big factor. I mean, but it's a team effort, right?
It is. Absolutely it is.
It's a team effort. I mean, Bryce did what he had to do to keep us involved too, but Rico's run game, bro, freaking outstanding. And I think it's going to be fascinating to see when Chuba comes back, how that split going to be, because it's going to be a split. It has to be a split at this point. It has to be a split. Has to be.
Yeah, I bless them. I don't know how they're going to figure that. That's going to be something to figure out, bro. Bless them, because I have no clue how they're going to do it. Bro, and we hit the button day.
I told y'all
we wanted to see more Rico. Bro, I could tell. I told you that he runs angry. He has very good contact balance. Bro, he's very decisive. He's a really, really good running back. I told you that I wanted to see more of Rico. And we saw, obviously, and again, I like Chuba. And I don't want to see Chuba get injured. I pity the fool who got to make a decision to play these two guys and break that up. Because it's too talented. It's a good problem to have.
But then the question becomes, what do we do at the end of it? Well,
that's the question, Dave. No,
bro. What the heck? What we gonna do at the end of the year? But here's the thing:
Jonathan Brooks. You got Jonathan Brooks too.
That's why he only got a 1 year. This is why Rico got a 1 year deal, because you got Jonathan Brooks. But then the question, so then people forget, man, Rico was 1,000-yard rusher last year.
Exactly.
He was 1,000-yard rusher last year, man. So when we signed him, we knew it was just going to be a 1 year deal. And Rico against his old team.
Yeah, he got smoked for Dallas too.
Rico against his old team.
He got smoked for Dallas,
man.
Bro.
Keep resting, bro.
Yeah,
you ain't got to come back this week.
Out, we good. Don't rush back, bro. Just don't. You know what I mean, take another rehab week. Yeah, you got your contract. It's no point coming back.
You got your money.
You already got paid. Like, what's the point of coming back so early? Like, we cool. Yeah, I mean, we
You definitely can't come back for this Dallas game. No.
Let Rico cook, bro.
Yeah, Rico.
Did he practice today?
It don't matter.
We won't know till tomorrow. We won't
know till tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? So we won't know till tomorrow. But listen, now you gotta let Rico cook on this one. Like, nah, it's Dallas Day. It's Dallas time. Mac, prayers up.
Oh yeah,
Mac.
and Miles coming back here too, so it's like a running back battle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I don't care about no Miles. All right, let's do some super chats. The game guy, Aggie born, Aggie bred. Did you really bring up Miles Sanders in this equation, sir?
No, there's somebody else in the chat. I'm just repeating what the chat said.
Why, Sway?
I'm just
too free. Rico better have a pocket full of bananas next game.
Somebody about to get their blood and guts on. Our run defense is solid, bro. Like we much. Speaking of run, I glossed over it, but bro, Dallas only. 19 Miami
yards.
Only had 19 yards, bro.
Fully aware.
19
bro,
yards rushing.
Do you know how much money I could have won? My prize money would have been if Arcane would have got 50 yards rushing. I would have won $600.
Somebody tell Dave how to say that man's name, bro.
I don't care. Whatever way I said it is what it's gonna be.
Somebody dropped the pronunciation.
No, we're good. I don't care.
Is it A-Chain? I thought it was A-Chain.
I think it's A-Chain, H-Train, A whatever. It doesn't matter. Shane. I don't care.
Yeah, A-Chain. Yeah.
It is A-Chain. I don't care. That man
you butchered
only had
that
like
man
90 yards rushing yesterday. That man was terrible. And the thing that bothered me was that this is gonna make McDaniel too, because he, for some reason, decided, I'm not gonna throw. I ain't gonna carry the ball. I'm only gonna let him have 14 carries, even with the lead.
Bro. They were up. Yeah, they were up. And
even with a lead, so I'm sitting here like, all right, this is where A-Chain should get his yards. Like, I just need the yard. Leggett. I even went with Leggett. I said Leggett was gonna get more than 23 yards receiving, and he did. I had Rico. I had Leggett. Everybody hit but him. Everybody hit with this guy. Everybody. And I'm thinking, all right, that should have been the easy one.
It be your own people, Dave.
No, he ain't my people. But I had to pick him up.
I talk about the Panthers. The Panthers defense set you up, bro.
Nah, but I'm fine with that. I was like, and I even posted when I retweeted after I lost my money. I was like, I lost some money, but this is worth it. But dang, man, my thing was he could have gotten that when they had the lead. That was my thing. 50 yards? 50? That's it. 50. All right. Let me get the rest of these super chats. If I lose my mind again. All right. Shout out from New Zealand. Love the show. Appreciate you watching from New Zealand, my man.
That's what's up. I got to get out to New Zealand, bro. That's on my list. New Zealand, Australia, I got to get out there, bro.
Yeah, I need to get out to Australia and New Zealand for sure.
List, man. If I get out to New Zealand, man, you gotta show me around, brother.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Shout out to Hitman 50. Oh, I gotta say his name, Funky Frog 123. Appreciate the super chat, my man. I don't know how much $3.49 New Zealand money is.
It don't matter,
I'm pretty sure it don't matter, but we appreciate it.
We appreciate it. Don't matter. It could be 2 cents, bro. It's all
we don't care, bro.
All super chats,
but
bro.
the way our dollar is, it's probably way more than 2 cents. All right. Hitman
Facts.
50, bruh. Hitman 50. This can be Foreman and Chuba 2.0. It'll be interesting. This will be interesting. I'll tell you that. Shout out to Mike Hollinger. Panthers win. Tell Meow Mix podcast to retire. Yo,
they didn't stay retired, bro. Like, maybe that's why we won.
They did post a video with Sweet Carolina playing. But let me tell y'all something. Let me explain something to y'all because we ain't talk about this, and I did want to bring this up. I was gonna bring this up at the end of the show, but I guess I'll do it right now. So, shout out to those guys, man. Those guys made decisions, and I can't be mad at a crew making a decision to be with their family. I'm not mad at them for doing that one bit. This takes time. It takes time to do this stuff. It takes time for Shaw to do those slides. It takes us to do these shows.
It does.
It takes time. So I think, to have that level of commitment, and for them, it's a hobby. And it's a hobby for us too. We enjoy doing this. Once it's not enjoyable, we're not going to do it anymore. That's the reality of it. So I'm never going to be mad at individuals making those type of decisions with regards to that. I'm never going to be mad at that. So shout out to those guys because they're friends of the show. They did a roundtable with us a while back.
Yep.
One of them is married to one of my high school classmates. So shout out to them, man. I just found now they're talking about bring them back. No, they made their decision, and they're gonna probably roll with their decision. They didn't say they're gonna be done together.
They said they reserved the right to have.
They reserved the right to come back.
It's cool, man. I respect it, And again,
Pat Coach ain't retired 5 times.
He did. He said he retired 4 or 5 times, and never got an article from Bleacher
Never got an article, man. Because you know what? Nobody took it serious. So Pat, when you leave, you just gotta leave. Don't come back. But shout out to them. Shout out to them. I get it. I will say though, the way that blew up, guys, that was kind of insane how that blew up.
That's what happens when you're a bad team, and we're just picking up anything at this point. With all due respect to the pod, it's that the fact that we're so bad, and nobody wants to invest time and energy into the team, right? That's a valid thing. Even myself, bro. I've been like, man, do I really want to pod? Do I really want to put together these slides? Do I really want to do X, Y, Z, bro? Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. If we lost on Sunday, I was really about to go into full blown draft mode. That's the only thing that keeps me engaged and creating content, is to keep my brain off of it and move on to something else, right? If it's just Panthers, and we gotta talk about the same thing every week, bro, I can't do it. I would be in the same boat they're in. I'd be ready to retire.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I've been wanting to change this to more of an NFL show for years, so I was like,
that's true.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about other teams. I mean, I have no problem talking about other teams because I watched the entire league.
As soon as we start doing that, people be like, "Yo, it's a Panthers show."
No, it's funny. It's funny you say that because when the whole thing was happening with the Meow Mix podcast, folks was like, "Oh, we'll be okay if you guys talk about other stuff." Until we start doing it.
Yeah, until we start doing it. Then it's like, nah, where's the Panthers content?
Yeah, man.
We'll get up here and start
talking about a rap line.
Exactly. We'll get up here and start talking about just something random that happened in the news that's NFL related, and y'all will be like, "Oh, where's the Panthers content? When we gonna talk about the Panthers?" So, bro, it is what it is. We rock it up. We're not going nowhere.
We're not going nowhere, but we're not going nowhere, man. But don't worry, I will dab it, man, because I am going to talk about some NFL news, man. I'm going to sneak them in.
If it's something in there, we'll talk about it.
Like Joe Flacco getting traded to the Bengals.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But Shadour's one snap away now, so shout out to him. One snap away.
Shadour, man.
Yeah, one snap away. All right, couple more super chats. 2-0 at home, protect the bank. That's right, protect the bank.
Great job. They're doing a great job at it. They protected the bank, bro.
So let's protect it again against Dallas.
Because Dallas, that's more like a home game for them, bro. So, but I'll say this too, though. Dolphins fans were deep in that mug. They were deep.
And there would be a lot of Dolphins fans. There's a lot of Cowboys fans there on Sunday.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot of Cowboys fans there. It's gonna be more Cowboys fans.
Y'all already sold y'all tickets. Y'all already sold y'all tickets. Y'all sold y'all tickets. Y'all sold y'all tickets after that Patriots game. If y'all didn't, y'all sold it after another loss. So y'all spotted. Some of y'all might have sold the tickets for the Falcons game. Y'all sold y'all tickets already. All right, shout out to Rob Lewis. Dave, I'm not feeling this blasphemy, sir. What do you mean you're not feeling this
See,
blasphemy?
because we don't they don't want us to talk about nothing else, bro.
Mm-hmm. I got tweets to show that folks are saying that we could talk about other stuff, but I know what'll happen when we start talking about other stuff. It takes time. It took Jay-Z 7 years, guys. We're at the 7th year, bro. I don't want to hear this.
Yeah, we're past 7 years.
We're at the 7th year. We're here. We're here.
I'm past 7 years.
Rob Lewis, man, I wish y'all would quit. Man, we're not quitting. You know, you ain't quitting. You know what about that. Bye, Rob. All right. Back to the slides, man. Sorry. Unless we're gonna just be done for the night.
No, yeah, I'm done. That was it. That's all I got, man. Yeah, man. It's good vibes, good energy. I won't have time to do a preview. Nah, that's no preview this week because I got something to do tomorrow.
No,
yeah, I got something to do tomorrow. I'm going to see the boys on Thursday. I'm going to the practice on Thursday.
Oh, you are? Oh, I'll pull up. I'll be in a suit, but I'll pull up. What time you going?
I think that practice start at 8:30.
I should be able to do that. I got a birthday party. I got a 50th birthday party to go to that night, but I should be able to do that.
Yes, I'm going to that. And then we got the day party on Friday, and I'm gonna try to get.
I'm probably gonna try to get to that day. I'm gonna shoot to hopefully get to that day party about 3, and then I'm gonna leave at 4 because I got to change. I got a Chancellor Circle event, Chancellor Donor event at 5:30. 5:30. So it's gonna be Friday's gonna be insane. I'm going to the next level gala. I'm supposed to be going to the next level gala, but I don't know if I'm gonna go. I think I'm probably gonna do top of the tee, get drunk, and head back to my room. We'll see. No, we don't get the Canala-meter if they lose.
Nah, no Canala-meter.
Yo, man. After seeing what these other teams have done after we lost to them, I can't kill them yet. We can't kill him yet. We can kill him by what the decision he's making, but he lost to good teams outside of Arizona. I mean, Arizona's the same record as us. Outside of Arizona, he lost to good teams, right? Like he lost to the Patriots, who just beat Buffalo 3-2, and he lost to a 4-1 Jaguars team who just beat the Chiefs. Like those aren't terrible losses. I mean, the Patriots one was bad because we got blown out, but like those weren't terrible losses.
We got to ramp up though, because it's that schedule to pick up.
Well, we'll see, man. Like NFL teams morph because of injuries, trades, transactions. So we'll see. It's week to week.
It's true.
It's week to week. Let's see what we do with Dallas. I think we should be able to. I think this Dallas game should be interesting. I'll say that. The Dallas too.
Somebody said keys to victory against Dallas. Man, I haven't really analyzed Dallas like that. I know their defense is shaky. So I would hope that the offense can get it going, kind of piggyback off of what we just did against Miami. It's going to be tougher. I don't think that their defense is as bad as Miami. Miami has the worst second worst defense in the league.
Them losing Micah Parsons is big, and it's shown all season.
Yeah.
That being said, they have a phenomenal offense even without CeeDee Lamb. Even with CeeDee Lamb being out, Pickens
has been balling. Yeah,
Pickens has been balling. But overall, their offense is very explosive. Dak Prescott is still a pretty damn good quarterback, guys. I know, folks.
He's solid.
He's a pretty damn good quarterback, guys. So I think they'll be in games. I just hope that Charlotte does not turn into Dallas in the stadium.
It will.
I know it will, but I just hope, because we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that energy from the Panthers fans there. But I think we have a shot to win this game. I expect us to be underdogs again, but I think we got a shot to win this game. And I think when you I know I don't want to be talking about this stuff, but every win right now is critical. We need to win this game. This will put us at 3-3, which would be dope. 6 games in, and considering how our schedule was, I think a lot of folks would have been happy with 3-3, going into the season. So I think this is
I'm certainly happy with it. And like somebody said, if we can beat Dallas, we will be 500, which would be the first time we've been 500 since 2021, which is wild. That's a long time ago in NFL years.
At least it was in November. When the defense gets stops, Bryce got to score. Shout out to you,
Yeah,
Trayvon Lawson.
complimentary football, bro. That's what we need. We saw it a little bit, then we got off track on Sunday. Offense turned the football over, but the defense stepped up. They picked up the slack. They stopped the offense from scoring. But then, offense started scoring, and then we gave up another big play to Waddle. Then we got back. So we got to find our way, man. Like, we need consistency from Bryce. Just don't turn the football over, bro. I think Bryce, as long as Bryce doesn't turn the football over, we should find ourselves in a competitive game. But I just wish that my wish is hopefully Coker went off on Dallas last year. That's where he had the big long touchdown run. So hopefully, man, we could. I think Dallas is a winnable game. It's a winnable game. It's a winnable game. We can beat them.
Yeah, no, I agree.
All right. Anything else before we get up out of here?
Nah, that's it for me, man. I'm gonna pack my bags. Pack my bag tonight. Put my suits in there. I'm gonna have to bring 2 suits the way it's looking.
Yep.
Yeah,
all right. Man. With that said, man, happy G-Ho to all the Aggies. See y'all on the yard. Come pull up to the Sigma plot. If you know, come holler at us. Yeah, man, come get some food. I mean, it's gonna be lit.
Aiden Guthrie, do you think Jonathan Brooks can recover at this point? I think Dowdle might get him out of here. No, I ain't gonna say that yet because we gotta be able to pay Dowdle.
Yeah,
Jonathan Brooks on rookie contract, guys.
The running back situation, even though they're not getting paid as much, it's gonna be tough. We already paid Chuba, so we already picked.
We already made our choice.
Yeah,
we already made our choice.
You got him, and then you got Brooks on a rookie deal. I think that needs to be the 1-2 punch. Hopefully, he can get back right, but I have no expectation. Hopefully, Rico may want to take a team-friendly deal here. He is from the Carolinas. He's from Gaffney, so he's from around here. So he may want to stay. We never know. He might take a team-friendly deal just to stay here.
He definitely may. May.
All right. With that said, man, like, subscribe, notification bell. Help us get to 25,000 subscribers. We're almost there. Keep subbing. Aggie Pride to all the Aggies in the building. We'll see y'all in the yard Friday, Saturday, all that good stuff, man.
Yep, I'll be around Thursday. Y'all see me
pull up Stephanie's, get you a plate, on Friday. That's what I'm probably going to do. So, again, like, subscribe, notification bell. We out of here. Peace.